Hey there, welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay and I gave a TED Talk.
Queer Kid Stuff. You are enough here at Queer Kid Stuff.
So last month in mid-May, I gave a TED Talk, which is pretty bananas. The TED Talk just came out on TED.com. I'm on the homepage of TED.com, which is so cool. I wasn't expecting to get on the front page, and I am so grateful for everyone at TED who helped me throughout this whole process getting here, and I'm so excited for you to finally see my talk. So the talk is all about queer kid stuff and my experience making it. We talk a little bit about what queer kid stuff is and what I do and why it's important. And I talk a little bit about the journey going through harassment and being a queer creator in the digital world. That all kind of comes together to talk about queer kid stuff and why LGBTQ plus and social justice media for kids is so important. So just click right up there and you can watch the TED Talk for yourself. It went up today, Monday, June 24th at exactly 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please go and watch that right there. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the actual process behind giving a TED Talk because maybe it's interesting to you. So I actually got my TED Talk through doing a residency with TED. So I want to say January, I applied for the TED residency. You can find it through their website. I'm not sure if they're accepting applications now, but you can double check the description. The link will be in the description box below. And so I applied to them because I had a couple friends who had done the residency before. Jackson Bird is a friend of mine who you can check out his channel right up there, and my friend Sammy as well had done the residency, and they both really enjoyed it and they got cool TED Talks out of it too. So my friends had recommended it to me and I went through with the application, and I think mid-February I got the email. I did an interview for them in addition to the application, and I found out that I got the residency, which was super exciting. And the residency started late February, so it was over a 3-month process. It was a long process that we went through together. I had a whole cohort of people who were in the residency with me. It was a super diverse group of people. There was a medical clown, there was a general internist, there were folks who run nonprofits that are really cool, there was a designer, illustrator, podcaster, an educator in the academic space. So it really was a huge range of people. It wasn't just digital creators, it wasn't just queer people, and it was really cool to be in a really diverse environment of just really ambitious and interesting people, and I learned a lot from them. And so over the course of about 3 months, all of us had desks in the TED office space, which was really cool, just because the TED office is an awesome space to be working in, and we just got access to really cool people and really cool things. So something that we did a lot of workshops together and a lot of networking. So it was really helpful for all of us to make connections and to learn a little bit and participate in an exchange of knowledge. So we did that, and we were all kind of either working on our own businesses or projects. I was working on a music video for Queer Kid Stuff while I was there, and you can check that out on Friday when it comes out. I'll link to it at the end of the video. So I was working on that big project, but at the same time, we were all working on our TED Talks. I came out with the first draft of my talk pretty early in the residency. I think it was either the first or second or third week, those first couple weeks. And I had a first draft of my TED Talk, and I sent it out to the folks who were overseeing our residency, and they were like, this isn't great. You need to refocus and give the talk that is unique to you and that you need to give. And so I went back and I did a rewrite, and it was much closer. So then we kind of kept honing that that draft and figuring out how to get it tighter, because we were only supposed to give 6-minute talks, and that is not a lot of time if you've ever tried to give a speech of any kind. So it wasn't a lot of time, so we really had to condense things and make sure it flowed really nicely, and yeah, came out with a talk. And then once it was finalized and finished, it was about rehearsing it over and over again. So I did that on my own and worked on memorizing it. I would recite it on my way to and from the train every morning. On the way to the office, I would go on to the TED stage that we had in the offices at TED that we ended up giving our talks on for the residency, and I would rehearse on there, actually standing on the red dot and rehearsing it, which was a luxury that we had in the residency. And watching other people give their talks and helping them rehearse too was a huge help to me, and seeing what works and doesn't work, and finding that, you know, public speaking is hard, performing is hard, and I was trying to give as much expertise as I could to my fellow cohorts. And then we kind of culminated the residency in a big live event of our talks. And so we did it over 2 days. All of us did 6-minute talks, and we just kind of went through them all, and it was a really, really cool experience. And I'm super excited that you all finally get to see the talk. Again, link is right up there for the TED Talk. It just came out on TED.com, and I really, really hope you check it out. It's kind of a manifesto of the last 3 years of me doing queer kid stuff, and I'm really, really happy to be able to put a little bit of like a bow at the end of this experience. Cool, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video about how my TED Talk happened. Please check it out. Also, we're still doing this t-shirt campaign, Spread Queer Joy. If you like the t-shirt, you can get one of your own right there. You can also subscribe to the channel right here and check out all of our LGBTQ+ and social justice videos for kids. All right, that's all I've got for today. I'll see you next time at Queer Kid Stuff.